welcome back to my channel. I'm Bella, your indie author, and today I'm diving into something really close to my heart. Why I'm rewriting one of my already published novels, my second one to be exact, The Boss's Daughter, and what that process actually looks like behind the scenes. It's a sapphic romance between two women, Rye and Sami, told in dual first person POV, and I'm finally restoring the version that feels truest to them. So let's get into it. When I first wrote The Boss's Daughter, it was in first person dual POV. One chapter included both Ray's and Sami's perspectives, and so on for the next couple of chapters for the next duration of the novel. But that let me really dig deep into their inner worlds and the emotional layers between them. But when it came time to publish it, I changed it into third person, thinking it would be more standard in the terms of writing, I guess in hindsight. But that decision I felt like it muted their voices and weakened the intimacy between their story that made it feel alive. But I believe that I've grown as a writer and somewhat more confident in writing. So I feel like I'm going back to what feels right and raw for them, and that is dual first person. It is to, deep character perspective and the raw emotional connection between Rye and Sami. So right now I'm about a quarter of the way through the rewrite process, and here's what I am focused on right now, which is changing third person narrative back to Ray's and Sami's voices, and making sure their internal monologues reflect who they are now. And then I'm sharpening the emotional tone of scenes, especially in tension heavy and romantic moments between the two, rebuilding some character arcs to match their POVs more naturally as it's changing. And then I'm fixing some spacing and structure. Some scenes are being expanded or moved to better serve the journey that they're on towards the end of the novel. And I am using strictly Scrivener this time instead of Word and Google Docs. I like Scrivener a little bit, but I feel like I can like it more if I actually use it more often. So I'm working through that, and I am actually rebuilding line by line instead of copying pasting the old draft. And it is more work, of course, but it's worth it to make sure that the heart of the story is back and I'm doing the correct timeline and not working chapter by chapter, or not skipping through the novel to do chapter 7 then go back to chapter 16 or anything like that. It's strictly from chapter 1 to the end. And it's definitely a mix of exciting and intense feeling. Some scenes come back to me like muscle memory because I wrote it like the characters are sitting right next to me. Then because I wrote it, there's no other way around it. Others take more reshaping because of the third person version stripped out a lot of their emotional nuance. But overall, I'm loving this process. I feel like I'm telling their story again and not just a version of it, like it's actually coming from their mouths. Publishing something doesn't always mean it was finished. Sometimes you're just sharing the version that you could manage at that time or in that moment. This rewrite has reminded me that honoring the characters, especially queer women like Rye and Sami, means telling their stories with full voice and emotion and no shortcuts. So In conclusion, if you're rewriting a past project or thinking about reworking something to be more aligned with what your vision is, then of course do it. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's powerful. Let me know in the comments if you're working on a rewrite or struggling with a similar decision. And if you want to follow the full journey of the Boss's Daughter rewrite, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.